Good afternoon. Thanks for watching THV 11 News at noon. I'm Hoyt, in for Michael Aaron, and here with meteorologist Nathan Scott. An early day for the whole crew. With I know I was awakened this morning by the buzz of the phone with the tornado warning, but now tornadoes bring a big difference in temperatures, right?
Well, the good news is we did not have any storm reports whatsoever in central Arkansas. So yeah, there was a tornado warning, but nothing came down from the sky. The other difference is it's just a little bit cooler. No, it's significantly cooler. Winter coats will be needed later this evening and into tonight. Look at this 24-hour temperature difference. Now, it's about 30 degrees cooler in Harrison, 19 degrees cooler here in Little Rock, 14 degrees cooler in Arkadelphia, and that wind adds a bite to the air. They're coming in from the north-northeast about 10 to 20 miles per hour, gusts 25 to as high as 30 miles per hour. Temperatures out there right now into the low 50s. Still some clouds down to the south, but all the showers and storms over into Louisiana and Mississippi, and they will continue to drive their way down to the south and southeast. Highs today topping out into the low 50s, probably only the 40s if you're watching us, say, in Newton County and Searcy County. But tonight, clear skies, the winds will be dying down, and it's going to be a cold start to your Tuesday. You'll be looking for those winter coats. We're going to wake up with numbers into the upper 20s to lower 30s. I'll let you know what to expect for the rest of the work week coming up.
Nathan, thank you. The Biden administration is implementing new travel rules to help combat the spread of the Omicron variant, just now starting to take hold in the U.S. Skylar Henry has the latest on the fight.
Beginning today, all travelers flying into the U.S. will have one more thing to do before boarding their flights.
We want to go around roughly 3 or 4 times in a circle.
Everyone aged 2 and up will need a negative COVID test at least 24 hours prior to takeoff. Previously, you had 72 hours to get tested. The rules cover vaccinated and unvaccinated passengers, and they also apply to U.S. citizens as well as foreign visitors.
We found out just randomly, so now we're like, well, do we wait? Do we do our test today? Do we do it tomorrow?
So far, there have been 0 deaths reported as a result of Omicron.
Thus far, it does not look like there's a great degree of severity to it, but we really got to be careful before we make any determinations that it is less severe or really doesn't cause any severe illness comparable to Delta.
As of now, all of the cases in the U.S. have been mild, but the variant is already in 17 states, and its spread is just getting started.
Really what we're going to see is over the next 3-4 weeks, dramatic increase in the number of cases of Omicron. And it's a perfect storm, right? The weather's getting colder, people are getting together for the holidays.
While scientists say there is still much to learn about Omicron, the early indicators out of South Africa show that being vaccinated and boosted is the best defense.
If you get boosted, you're going to get your level up, way up, and we feel certain that there will be some degree and maybe a considerable degree of protection against the Omicron variant.
New York Mayor Bill de Blasio announced this morning that beginning December 27th, all private businesses in the city will need to require their employees be vaccinated. Skylar Henry, CBS News, Washington.
And the New York mayor says that he's confident that his mandate will survive the legal challenges which are sure to come. Here in Arkansas, we continue to see a spike in new cases, mostly from Delta. Take a close look at our case track. You can see the spike that's been ticking up here since December 1st. About 1,100 cases came in over the weekend, 40 deaths reported Saturday and Sunday. And then on Friday, the number of active cases ticked above 7,000 for the first time since early October, and they stayed there all weekend. In other news, a study of booster shot mixing and matching found no clear winner. According to new data from the Lancet, researchers studied boosters in nearly 3,000 people in the UK. The study compared a mix of full and half doses of Pfizer, Novavax, AstraZeneca, Johnson & Johnson, and Moderna. In the end, all of the participants showed an immune response, no matter what kind of shot they got. We start the afternoon waiting for updates from Pine Bluff police after a man is murdered there over the weekend. Police found 27-year-old Mari Martin early Sunday morning around West 25th Avenue. After interviewing several witnesses, police say the shooting stemmed from an argument. The big detail we are waiting on right now is whether police can develop a suspect. Meanwhile, still no arrest in a deadly shooting in Fordyce. State police say locals found 19-year-old Trayvon Walker in the street near South Charlotte and Brown Streets. No word yet there on any suspects. And with state police on that investigation, we probably won't hear much until an arrest is made. The trial of former reality TV star Josh Duggar continues this week. Additional testimony is expected from a federal forensic analysis to examine the computer seized from Duggar's business. On Friday, the prosecution submitted dozens of exhibits. Many of these included GPS data pulled from the computer backup of Duggar's iPhone. The judge in the case told jurors they could get this as early as tomorrow afternoon. You can get continuing coverage on the case at thv11.com as the trial progresses. With Christmas just a few weeks away, some small charitable organizations are scrambling to get supplies for families and individuals in need. This comes as supply chain issues continue to have an impact across the country. Groups like the Salvation Army help Arkansans with their basic needs, but now they're seeing a big need for support of their own. Major Bill Maccabee with the Salvation Army says initially they were worried about supply chain challenges affecting those who they help as well.
We're very concerned when we started hearing the stories that there may be a issue with supplies to be able to purchase toys for kids, as well as food and other things like that to help people remain sustainable.
Now, most organizations say their biggest need right now is food. Many are asking for donations for the holidays, and we've posted ways that you can help on our website, thv11.com. Now, nationally, that supply chain issue, it's a lot of at the center of it is a truck driver shortage. It's making harder for people to get the goods and Christmas presents that they want. The trucking industry for years has been dominated by men. Well, now it's seeing more women get behind the wheel, including a social media star who's helping change the face of trucking. Errol Barnett has the story.
She is outgoing,
life is what you make out of it.
outspoken,
If your spouse ever got on your nerves so bad you wonder why they still there.
and out on the roads, sharing what she knows about trucking.
I provide you with different places that's hiring, job searches, and ways you can save money on fuel.
Clarissa Rankin of Charlotte, North Carolina, is a wife and mother of two who is sharing all aspects of life as one of the relatively few women truck drivers.
Why did I become a truck driver?
Amassing more than 1.5 million followers on TikTok, she's one of the most popular truckers on the platform. It is a journey, Rankin says, stemming from necessity.
I went to school for my bachelor's in criminal justice, and I was over $50,000 in debt, and I couldn't find a job in my career.
How has trucking transformed your income?
My first year, I came out making $50,000. Now I'm well over $150,000, and that's just one truck, and that's not counting none of my social media.
Which, with endorsements, can help her earn up to $12,000 additional dollars a month. Rankin was inspired by her husband Joey, who obtained his commercial driver's license 8 years ago and quickly found work. But when she got her CDL, some employers were blunt.
He said, I would never hire you as my truck driver. He said, I will hire you as my assistant, though. I had 6 interviews, and they all turned me down. A woman actually was the one that gave me my first CDL job, and she believed in me.
That belief now central to Rankin's online messaging, encouraging everyone, especially women, to consider this as a career.
Right now, women only make up 9% of the trucking industry. I want to make it and bring it up to at least 40%.
Michelle Locke obtained her trucker's license after being inspired by Rankin.
I do recall on one of her first videos, she was counting money. You know what I mean? And I'm just like, if she can do it, I can do it.
Returning home at the end of the day is Rankin's top priority.
We sit at the dinner table together. We are a family. Y'all know why I do this.
One woman making major moves on the road with her family and followers along for the ride. Errol Barnett, CBS News, Charlotte, North Carolina.